That introduction is very nice, and thank you for having me here. But actually, I was told that I wasn't very good at science, and I was told that I wasn't very good at math. And so the truth is, I was afraid of physics, and I didn't take it. 1996, I was in law school. Do we have any lawyers here? The only thing worse than a lawyer is a law student. And I was in law school, and I came home, and there was a really large envelope from a lawyer I had never heard of in Hollywood, Florida. I didn't know there was a Hollywood in Florida. And I opened it up, and inside was a check made out to me for $5,000 from the estate of my great-grandfather, who came to America back when you could come to America. And who came to America because he was Jewish in Poland, and he was the fifth male in a family of all males, and when you turned 18 in Poland and you were a Jew, you were conscripted into the army for 20 years. And so his family hid him, never celebrated a birthday, never went to school, and when he sort of hit puberty, they put him on a boat to America. He spoke no English. He was not afraid. And so that $5,000 in my hand, what was I going to do? Like buy some Manolos, take a vacation? No, I hadn't earned that money. It was my great-grandfather's money. I started Dress for Success to help women get started and reclaim their destinies the way my great-grandfather did. And I grew it to about 76 cities in 4 countries, and then I did what entrepreneurs do. I left, and I went to an organization called DoSomething.org, which was a mess. And I went there to turn it around. They had just laid off 21 out of 22 people. It was pretty bad. And I put the whole thing online because how many of you have or know a teenager? Okay, so online. So I put the whole thing online and on their phones, and that's the way we communicated with young people. And there are now 5.7 million members of Do Something. The way that we, thank you, but I only have 5 minutes. Stop clapping for me. Okay, so the way that Do Something communicates with its members is by text. And so people are very comfortable by text. And so lots of great social change campaigns around hunger and homelessness and animals. And then people started sending us their personal things because they felt close to us. Like, I'm being bullied and I don't want to go to school tomorrow. Or my best friend is addicted to crystal meth. What should I do? And so we would say, here's a hotline number, talk to your mom. And then we got a message that literally said this: he won't stop raping me. It's my dad. He told me not to tell anyone, and then the words, "Are you there?" Yeah. And so I thought, wow, like, people are sharing this really horrible stuff with us. Clearly, there needs to be a hotline by text. And so I set out to build a hotline by text. And as the introduction says, in just under 3 years, we have done 45 million messages. Because there's a lot of pain, and people feel comfortable exchanging by text. And 30% of the messages are about suicide and depression. I myself had a message. I was on the platform as a crisis counselor a month ago from a kid who had just swallowed a bottle of Percocet and was in the bathtub waiting to die. And so we called 911 and the police sent a wellness check to the kid's home. We now do that about 17 times a day. That's less than 1% of all of our messages. Most of the time, we are successful in de-escalating the situation. Everyone in this room knows someone who has died by suicide, knows someone who is suffering from depression, knows someone who has survived or not survived domestic violence, sexual assault, opioid addiction. I want to cover all of it. I want to help 1 billion people in the next 10 to 12 years. We're going to be launching here in Canada in 2 months. We're launching in the UK this fall. I want to help 20 countries in the next 3 years. The question was, what do we think of the future? I don't know. Here's what I do know. Only thing I can control is my own actions and my own words, and I am not afraid of physics anymore.